We should never have come here. The tunnels shift, the air burns, and the walls are alive. The chittering, the screeching, the wet, tearing sounds in the dark. The station was meant to save us, to fuel the surface, but the deeper we go, the louder it gets. We are told to endure, to extract, but there's no salvation down here. They don't just kill, they take. No scream, just blood-stained rock.
Greetings and welcome to Anoxia Station, which is a turn-based survival mining simulator where you have to put together an expedition to find petroleum from the depths, and it isn't just your standard mining operation. You have to deal with some pretty crazy looking monsters and try and keep everyone alive, manage up all of your resources, oxygen, water, the whole lot. And we're just going to jump in. I've been waiting for this game for a while. I tried to play the demo, it didn't work for me. That was just a tech issue. But now it is nearing full release, and we are going to jump in for the first hour or so. The International Transatlantic Mining Corporation sends a mining exploration expedition to the deepest reaches of the Interzone. Its main objectives are exploration and petroleum production. We don't need no tutorial, we'll work it out. Amidst the incandescent bowels, where jets of hot solutions once surged up to the surface through rifts and cracks permeating the earth, now metal machines, raw and oil workers toil. Apart from the extreme radiation levels, constant earthquakes, unbearable temperature and pressure, these people, eaten away by ulcers, bursitis, and silicosis, will have to face physical anomalies and creatures dwelling in the deep. The extraction must continue at any cost. My name is Commander Tyrael. I play lots of strategy games. I play lots of role-playing games. If you like what you see, give us a like and subscribe as we jump in to Anoxia Station. The 2nd of February 1988, Sector K8, 2,500 meters under the Earth, 35 degrees Celsius. With no signs of biological activity, our crew will experience 20 millisieverts of radiation per day. And as we start Chapter 1, Wounds of the Earth. I love anything with a horror theme. I love anything with a bit of storytelling. The station reached the sector surrounded by an impassable rock formation. Miners held their breath. They kept silence and looked around, fascinated by the unfamiliar scenery. It seems none of them have ever been this deep underground before. How much more to drill and how deep they got already. Let's deploy our station. Now this is a base builder. You have to mine out the surrounding rock. We can't see much at the moment. You have to place down base facilities. And our first objective here is to find some valuable materials. We have a mining rig that we can send out. And each day you can do one action from most buildings. Our mining rig will spend the day drilling, and tomorrow those 3 surrounding rock areas will be drilled out. I'm going to place down a generator because we need energy. You have to manage all of the resources. There's power, oxygen, your workforce, crude oil, fuel, water. And we've moved on to the next day. Depths of the earth, damp, muddy rock, hot fumes billowing from everywhere, metallic hum pressing on the ears. You can hear water dripping, tattered electrical wires crackling, the sounds of welding, mine shaft dirt, dust and swearing. Industry has come alive in the depths of the earth. We found some magma. So we're going to send our drill again out for the day. Molten primal. Magma is the blood of the earth, the heat that courses through the arteries and veins of bedrock, craving to reach the surface and reduce everything it touches to ash. It's getting hot. We have to manage technology, gas, radiation, temperature in the cave. We want those 2 nodes there. That looks like it's water. And the other one looks like it's oil, crude oil. I'm going to use the filtration system to lower the temperature. The radiation is manageable at the moment. And we can move on to the next day. Okay, our drill rig has uncovered an underground mine. We have to remove the debris rock. And we'll send the rig out again to uncover this crude oil. So next to a mine, we can build a pump. Where is the pump? There it is. And we want something to produce oxygen in the cave. We are losing oxygen every day. Okay, next up, we want a filtration again to bring the temperature down. We are gaining a slight amount of energy every day. And our expedition leader has a few of their own skills, and you will also unlock crew members as you go, which all have their own skills. Increase the fuel volume. We need some extra fuel, but it costs crude oil to do that. She can restart the electrical system and repair all buildings at once. Our expedition leader is the entomologist, which specializes in collecting science from bugs. And also killing bugs. We found petroleum. So we want to extract that petroleum. We'll send the drill rig out again. There's a few other points of interest. Although that rock looks suspicious. It doesn't look like any rock formation I've seen before. Put down the harvester that will be built next turn. And we can spend some of our water here to drastically reduce the radiation and temperature in the cave. And oxygen is increasing every day now. And we must repair our station. I was meant to do that. And we've just passed a heap of objectives, but we know the basics. Going to evaporate again to make sure the radiation stays low and the temperature right down, because once you start refining and extracting, the temperature and radiation can go right through the roof. We've unlocked the foreman, a new character with new skills, and that rock exposed a mysterious cocoon. We want to shoot that cocoon. We want to destroy it, but because it's an insect, we can also analyze it with our entomologist. That will earn her some DNA points. DNA points can be spent on science or on ways to fight the bug. Anyone that's watched my channel knows that I am quite adverse to bugs. I like to kill them in everything. Being an Australian, it's kind of my shtick. So the foreman can throw a flare to light up, he can dig out roots, and he can do a surge of petroleum to do damage. You don't want to waste fuel on fighting though. Things are looking stable, but our water is decreasing every day. When we need to, I can extract more. And it does look like we have 2 more nodes full of eggs here, but we will drill them out anyway. Can build a radio tower, which will secure your perimeter from nasty critters. The goal here is to extract enough crude oil so that we can upgrade the rig and start some science. Keep fighting the bugs. Not sure what happens if you leave them there, but we are going to study them as we fight them. We've got storage for oil. We can build more generators, but our building options aren't huge at the moment. I think the next thing we need is a lab, so that our entomologist can put her DNA points to good use. Build a second generator, because I feel like that will put some power on the grid. We have run out of energy. You can spend fuel to create extra energy per day, but that increases radiation in the temperature, I think. What else can we do? We can produce more energy by sending this character to the generator for the day. I think we're good to end the day. If you take too long, the day will end. We'll filter out some of these contaminants. Building the lab has unlocked the chemist, another character with skills to use. And you can just feel free to delete your buildings, but you do not get refunded the initial build cost. I need a refinery to start turning crude into fuel, as fuel is becoming an issue. We have one more turn of extraction from the petroleum deposit before it's depleted. Okay, the next points of interest. There are a few to the north, and most of them are to the east. So drill out this section. I guess you want to try and drill out without wasting resources, so you want to try and remove as many rock pieces as possible. But also paying attention to what you're drilling, because there can be hazards. We have extracted some water to top up our reservoir, and I will evaporate to bring down the radiation because it is soaring. Both refinery, extraction, and power plants, they all put the radiation up. And I'm pretty sure patches like magma do the same thing. Time is running out, the day has ended. Converting some of our crude to fuel. And I'm going to send the foreman to the extractor. And the chemist can go to the pump or the oxygen convector. We could use more energy. And now I'm sending the entomologist to spend some of her DNA points to earn some research points. We'll keep attacking these weird cocoons. And we don't have enough power. So all of our base facilities are unlighted. I think that's how it works. There are more eggs here. I guess you've got to balance not biting off more than you can chew. So far we haven't seen any real hostiles. We'll get that second generator up now. People at the generator say if they start hatching, I'm quitting. Nice little touch. Sending our crew out for the day. And we'll keep studying the eggs. We have earned a research point. We won't spend it just yet. We have a damaged drill rig. Your crew discovers a drilling rig. It doesn't belong to your expedition. Did someone beat you to it? No one answers the shout, only the monotonous beeping of the radio beacon. Let's explore it. The red light of the beacon illuminates the collapsed drilling rig. Its drill bit is stuck in the bedrock. The hull is damaged and one of its tracks is beyond repair. The airlock is hermetically sealed. Let's blow it. We have the oxygen to spare. And that's all we can do this turn. We are critical on power. and the radiation is pretty high. Activate this, but that will drive the radiation higher. So we might have to have a turn without any power as we wait for that other generator to start contributing. But as long as you have fuel, you can still drill. Tunnel. A deep hole leading into the dark abyss. The engineers believe it is possible to bring the station to the next sector through it. It's costing us a lot of energy to try and shoot out these eggs. But we have a surplus now. Let's try a radio tower to help us assault these eggs. It's a defensive structure. Take more samples from these eggs. We have one more go here, but we're short on energy. Radiation is creeping right up. Alright, so that petroleum is exhausted. I will demolish the building as we don't need it. And now we have maximum crude supply, so we need to convert some to fuel. And the radiation is starting to really, really creep up. How can I reduce that? We have to vent. We have a decent amount of energy to work with now. And I need to put this character in the radio post, and she can attack. $15 to $40 damage is not a huge amount, and that is a fair amount of fuel to burn. Now we have a bit of drilling to do before we can get to the next points of interest. There is one just here that we can take as well. That's going to be about a week's worth of drilling to get down there. Let's have a look here. The half-ruined cabin is abandoned, no dead or alive. Most of the documents were incinerated in the explosion. The part that survived turned into a wet mess during the extinguishing. The red Mayday light is still flashing annoyingly. We don't have enough power here to take out the data core, so I will need to save up some energy. Now the temperature is also starting to creep up. Once you're over 70 degrees Celsius, it's going to start cooking people. But I also have to manage my water. I can't afford to run out of water. We can use water to cool the cavern. We don't have enough crude left. Dangerous massive roots of undefined nature can be harmful to equipment and even buildings in the proximity. We just have to keep filtering. Now that our refinery can't be used and we don't have an extractor, it should be manageable now. But this thing doesn't do anything unless the mechanic's inside it. So let's skip the day. Alright, temperature is critical now. We're going to have to use the convector. Evaporation. Drawing some water cools down the cavern, but brings up radiation. I don't think I need this extra generator just now. And I don't need this because it's not working. It's too much fuel to use. Let's take more egg samples. And send her to the lab. Let's do our first research. We can install a compact generator in the station, allowing it to produce some energy. Pretty useful. We have to continue drilling down this way. It's like 3 or 4 more days to expose those nodes. Let's have a look back at the rig. Do we have enough power? We do now. Okay, we want to retrieve the data recorder. Chemist is not so useful at the moment. We have exposed something called the humpback crawler, and it seems like there was a massive earthquake. All of our buildings look like they are in rubble. It's a writhing creature covered in chitinous shell. A segmented body leaves trails of corrosive slime. You can hear the horrifying scraping of its numerous limbs, and our base is in a shambles. Let's do a total repair. It will cost a significant amount of fuel. I believe that skill can only be used once a week. Taking a shot at the humpback crawler. And it's blocking our ability to drill out that node. Yeah, that's not going to work. Cancel that. We'll have to go here, I guess. Things are manageable, temperature and radiation wise. And research. We can go radiation filters. Or we could have a second drill platform. And we have attacked. Let's end the day. And let's start drilling here towards those other nodes. Have a shot at the humpback crawler. Is it a bug? It is. Let's study it. And send her to the lab. See what's on the slab. Don't need the pump. I don't believe that. We don't have enough crude for that kind of operation. She has 2 other skills. We can instantly kill an insect. But we don't need to. I believe it'll die next turn. Ooh. Taking shots at our generator. Here is the last petroleum deposit. not quite able to finish it off. We need that generator back. Human screams and white noise intertwined with radio waves. It appears that the drill belonged to some kind of mother station, an Arab one apparently. It remains unclear where the people went and why they decided to leave such valuable equipment behind. Okay. Jump scare warning. A giant acid snail bursting out of a cocoon, I think? Is that what that was? Uh-oh. Let's study it. We could research a decoy, which adds a device that generates vibrations to attract blind creatures, allows radio towers and outposts to lob grenades, can improve the lab, equip drills with machine guns, adds another drill for a total of 3, gives the Citadel the ability to summon personnel, and improves radar. Got explosive ammunition. Reduce the temperature at the cost of petroleum. Allows extracting gas with gas borongs. Equips production facilities with turrets. Gives the research center liquid nitrogen. Let's go rad filters. That might mean we spend less power on our ventilation. Let's try the insecticide. It says it dehydrates insects. Oh, that looks like it's damage over time. It's affecting the snail too, and the cocoons. My experience with the game so far is I've just played the tutorial with a different survey leader. But I like the idea of the entomologist better. Let's gas all the bugs. Yeah, that seems to be damage over time during the day. So I guess what, you do that earlier in the day to do more damage? We'll see. Alright, well, all the bugs are dead. Let's head back to research. We've made a lot of gains. Let's upgrade the lab. And head up towards a third drill. Repair the station. Our main concern now is, of course, just water. We have no way to collect water. So let's start extracting and get this petroleum up. Oh, there's another node of water just there. So if things become dire, we could use that. Use the heat of rocks to release energy by consuming oxygen. I will have to remember that. Endothermic chlorination. Purifies water. Crystalline cracking. And salt decomposition. Reduces radiation for the cost of crude. I forgot to use the extractor last turn. Silly. This will push our temperature up. Let's refine it straight away. And upgrade our station. I guess that's all we can do for today. I won't bother drilling out the other water. We're almost finished. We've unlocked the drill rig, the boiler, the hydro generator, the concentrator, turbo pump, terminal, and the outpost. So those are all just upgrades of our main buildings. The station can be upgraded again, but it costs a lot of fuel. Let's maximize the extraction. We could upgrade to a drill rig. Extracts more petroleum. We're almost finished here, so let's just take it. That will turn into a drill rig next turn. And it has automatic filtration now, so I don't have to press that button. But it still does cost 10 energy every turn. It's very good at extracting radiation, but not so good at temperature. You can turn it off if you need to. Let's keep this research going. Machine guns. All of our rigs. Can't study the plant. Let's end the day. Alright, so our foremen can no longer go to the drill rig. They can only go to an extractor. And the extractor is automatic. Our temperature is quite high, but we need to refine this. Have to use the last of our water to cool down the place. But we are very close to the end. Pack it up. Temperature is soaring. We have no water left. But I'm pretty sure it's just time to leave. Let's refine the last of this. I think we can handle this temperature just to escape. But it would be nice if we could solve it. So we just drive the temperature even higher. Let's just pack up and leave before everyone melts. 81 degrees Celsius. And we are escaping through the tunnel. Victory! That was the first chapter of Anoxia Station. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit the like button and let me know down in the comments below, and I will continue this story. Until then, Commander Tyrael out.